The one thing I enjoy is the whole process of creating, because that's when I become myself. I believe the life lives in all details. Even just one hair talks about that person, and I like noticing those details. I'm from Kyoto, Japan, and when I was a child, I was really like an introvert. My parents divorced when I was 15, and I haven't seen my father over 30 years. Most of the time, I was by myself, making something at home. So what I'm doing right now, I think because of that. I started to work on set, doing application on the makeup on actors, and that was a time I started to feel like this is really stressful for me. Work on the film set is so unpredictable. It's lots of waiting, and you don't know what's going to happen next, and lots of anxiety. I started to realize, okay, this is not good for me, because I started this work because of my passion. And so is this something I have to deal with all my life? I decided to stop taking film work and try to concentrate on creating portraits. When I create sculptures, I intentionally try to create from inside out. The great thing about it is it's three-dimensional. So depend on the height of the viewer and what their mental state, and that will reflect almost like as a mirror. Even like if the audience, they don't know who this person is, they start to somehow connect to each other. And the size-wise, it's just bigger than life, and that will make them feel like a child. To create this portrait, it usually takes about 2.5 months to 4 months. It depends on the subject I create. Beginning of 2016, Gary Oldman, he wrote to me, and so there's a project he wants me to work on. He said, okay, this is about Winston Churchill. I know you were retired, but I really want you to do a design on it. And I wasn't sure if I should do it. If I take film job right away, I felt like I'm betraying my life decision. But I never had a chance to work on the film with the main character has makeup on, portraying a historical person. The whole process to create the Churchill makeup was, it took about almost 5 months. By the time that the film was ended, I felt like, oh my God, I worked on a really amazing thing. I was a part of it. I never felt this way in my whole career. I wanted to make sure that everybody involved will be nominated because there's sometimes in the past I was kind of knocked out from a group of nominated people. I was interviewed after the receiving Oscar, how I feel about receiving this as an Asian. I don't think that way. I received this as a one human being. It's not as an Asian. And as soon as I start to think I'm an Asian, I will fail. I think it's each person's responsibility to live as a one human being and not to be conditioned by the label you put on or color you put on or skin you have. You know, it's not what outside look like. Yeah. What's inside really matters. I hope I can use my life and contribute to creativity. I still struggle, you know. I still have some issues or problems, but I won't stop learning until I die. You know, most of the people who went through lots of struggle in their life, and they made a breakthrough, and they found the way to live. So by creating those people, I also encourage myself to figure out what is life about, and also that will inspire many people.